In Mamma Mia, who do you think Sophie's real dad is? And what are your thoughts on Mamma Mia 3 being announced? What aren't my thoughts about Mamma Mia 3 being announced? I actually think that Sophie's father in the original Mamma Mia is Stellan Skarsgård's character, Bill.
Are you my father?
Yes. I think so.
I think he really believes it, and I never really got that same feeling from the other two. And I just think there's something about his sense of adventure that seems really related to her sense of adventure.
We're gonna sail around the island. You wanna come?
I know they never really do quite say it, and it is meant to be as vague as possible because the play never really wanted you to know, but that's my guess on it. And Mamma Mia 3, I am so freaking excited. I love those movies. I love album music, so that's like a big reason for it. Apple put an album out after 40 years of being totally on hiatus. There's a couple songs on there that are awesome. There's one song that was like their lead single called Don't Shut Me Down, which I think is an absolute jam. There was another one called Just Notion. I mean, the movie's called Mamma Mia. Like, realistically, they do have to use the song Mamma Mia, right? How'd you feel about Longlegs? I really enjoyed it. I think it's a great watch for right now leading into the spooky season. I liked it better than like Immaculate, but I didn't like it as much as like Nope. I don't know if it brought the genre anywhere forward. Really cool to see Nicolas Cage in that genre, and almost kind of made me wonder what took him so long to do it. The main bad guy character I really liked, and I think Nicolas Cage did do a good job in it. The thing was, I almost wish it was just like anybody else, because the fact that it was Nicolas Cage, I found it to be a little bit distracting. There's a couple moments where he was singing, "Let me in now, and it can be nice," or just kind of being a weirdo. And I think if it was anybody else in the role, it might have been a bit more acceptable. But the fact that it was Nicolas Cage singing, and you know it's him under that makeup, it almost kind of took away from the scene. So I think that is my only real complaint about it. However, I really liked it. Really scary, and I think if you're looking for a good horror movie for this season, I think that's a good one to check out. What is a good show on right now that you would recommend? I think one show that's kind of flying under the radar that everybody should check out is Only Murders in the Building.
You are all persons of interest in this case.
Someone's trying to frame this.
Always starts around August, late summer, goes into the fall. It's a really good whodunit. It's extremely warm. It's very well thought out. There's not like a clue that they'll drop in the first episode that'll be the answer. It's not easily called like that. A lot of great cameos, a lot of older Hollywood. What's interesting about these roles that they interweave, they're not just like this little flash in a pan moment for you to say, oh, there was that person. They are legitimate characters that are written into the show. I also like any show that takes older actors that people kind of think are done, and I feel this way about Grace and Frankie as well. I love a good show like that comes along and kind of shows you that they still got it, and these guys still got it. What did you think about Deadpool and Wolverine? Which cameo surprised you the most? I love Deadpool and Wolverine. I think Spider-Man No Way Home was more monumental for the same reasons of bringing back these great cameos. I think because it came first and we got to live with that and those characters being together and the Spider Brothers, I think this was a little less exciting. It was so cool seeing a lot of the Fox universe. A great cameo was Gambit.
Big hands come close, ain't not a one up inside out.
What Gambit's trying to say is getting Juggernaut's helmet ain't gonna be easy.
Channing Tatum is in there as Gambit, and he's always been trying to be Gambit for years, so it was kind of cool to see him actually do it. But I would say the cameo that surprised me the most, seeing Wesley Snipes' Blade in the movie.
There's only been one Blade. There's only ever gonna be one Blade.
You know, just like hearing all that stuff about like what happened on Blade Trinity, about how they hated each other. I just thought it was really cool. You know, you see like him come back and kind of then bury the hatchet, and cool cameo. And overall, I really had a lot of fun with the movie. But it looks like that's the end of my Stitch Cup. Thanks for visiting. I don't know, maybe I'll make another one for Halloween, but that's like a month away, so I'm not sure that I'll actually develop the time. So thanks for joining me. I'm gonna leave now.